Greetings! This is Top Tier Tips! Greetings everyone, Force Nature here with my first SoulCalibur 6 guide. In this session we're going to be taking a look at Sophitia, the lovely older sister of Cassandra, who is unfortunately absent in this installment of SoulCalibur, and the mother of the darling Pyrrha and Patroclus, who I'm certain is missed by no one at all. Anyways, before you even really do anything with Sophitia, I highly recommend just going to the little thing down here called the Combat Lessons and just search for Sophitia. Alright, what this does is tells you little stuff with regards to Sophitia. Alright, I'll tell you right now that she's the primary, or I think in SoulCalibur 6 is the only sword and shield character which like Cassandra, Pyrrha, Patroclus used in previous SoulCaliburs. So this style is kind of a balance between offense and defense, and is most effective in close range and stuff like that. So you can take a look at this. Alright, an example though is you see with the different lessons here, like with a beginner, it shows you, if you see like the little things with the arrows and letters, like with A attacks stand for horizontals, B's are verticals, G is guard, and if you see any K's, those stand for kicks. Alright, what this does is to show you some like kind of key moves that are, well, number one, are good, but stuff that you can try and fit into your playstyle. Some examples you see here is forward A, which I will end up calling 6-6A. There's like back B, which is 4B, forward A plus G, which is Sophitia's command throw. So these are all good moves, and of course her launcher of choice is her down forward B, her 3B. So it even says right here, I think on the second one, that her AA string, or well, in SoulCalibur 6, her A string and B strings now have 3 hits. So there's an AAA and a BBB. It says right here that the AAA can lead into her special stance, which is called Angel Step. And as you see right there, after AAA, just press like a forward and you can get it. And another good move from here is her forward AA, which has the ability to parry high attacks, if I'm not mistaken. And it just tells you some uses of the Angel Step down below, but I'll show you that kind of stuff later. And the third part here seems to have a bit of focus around like punishments, such as using the Angel Strikes here, her quarter circle B, which is notoriously known as her punishment of choice. But oh, and also another thing right here is her forward K that you could see right here. It's called the Plasma Blade. That's actually a really nice kind of like fast launcher. Like I could show you that move right now would be like this. And as crazy as it is, this move can actually combo into a super. You may notice that when I use Sophitia, I try and do everything I can to try and combo into this move. Which is pretty awesome. Alright, when playing Sophitia, your main objective with her when playing most characters, especially someone like Nightmare, is to simply get in your opponent's face and try and suffocate them. Alright, she's not as good at close range offense as, let's say, someone like a Talum or a Maxi type character, because Sophitia is more based around either poking your opponent or punishing any unsafe attacks right there. Alright, I'll just let you know in SoulCalibur 6 with Sophitia 2 that the generic movement is really good. You just simply tap in any direction and you can move around you can move around very quickly. You can run up to someone pretty quickly, so that could be really helpful. But of course, if you're playing with a character like Nightmare, he's gonna be doing, or like an Ivy, Somnina, they're gonna be doing everything in their power to keep your ass out of their face. So you need to try and find ways to get in. So luckily, Sophitia does have a special stance to help her get in, which is called the Angel Step, quarter circle forward. You do this, you end up going into a high press state. You have the ability to do it twice, called a twin Angel Step right there, which is quarter circle forward, then another forward. Like I'll show you even off of like the AAA string. Then you could do it off that too, which is kind of neat. Both quarter circle forward and quarter circle forward both have like their own movesets. Like, so you can like do different moves out of them. Like, just to show you example. But as you see right here, the first quarter circle forward goes under highs, and the second one can actually go is called a super tech crouch, so you can even go under like horizontal mids or non-true or untrue mids. With the angel step and the twin angel step, I want you to use a bit of discretion with the stance, and like basically try to avoid being too telegraphed or being too predictable with it, because if you are too predictable with it, opponents are just going to start smacking you with powerful B attacks or like 3 B attacks. Like Nightmare has a devastating 3B that will smack your ass for a lot of damage if you're too predictable with a linear approach. Luckily, the angel step does have like right there is like a little side step. The twin angel step 2 should have it like that. It even has its own moveset with certain moves out of it. Like right there, there's the B, A. Well, the A option is the same as angel step AA, which is a high crush, which isn't a high crushing which is a high crushing mid, then a jump in low. So even though, I mean, I'll let you know right now, like this string is actually kind of gimmicky, and both hits are at least like -60 on block, which is fully punishable. But I still find it to be a great attack for punishing predictable highs. But yeah, as you can say with Sophitia, overall she's a very safe character, but discretion's the name of the game with her. Alright, when you're using Sophitia in close range, so you end up closing the gap like however you could, what I want you to do now with Sophitia is to stifle the opponent with AA strings, BB strings, 2A, and forward A plus G0, forward throw. See, this is basically Sophitia or standard sword and shield characters from a nutshell. So AA, which is your fastest attack at 12 frames, and it is safe on block. You got your BB, which comes out in I think about 14 frames. That's also, it's a really fast AA and fast 14 frame BB, which is one of the fastest in the game. Like only someone like a Taki or a Zhanhua have like a faster AA, so you can stifle opponents a lot with that move. So this is basically your go-to anti-step. If you want a nice high crushing anti-step in close range, and all these attacks I'm showing you are all fully safe on block. I like her 3A. So right there, if the opponent does like for instance does like you're in their face and they try and backstep, this could still catch them. If you're worried that they might end up backstepping enough to make this move whiff, you also have your 6B plus K, which is it's a fully linear thrust and poke, but I just generally, that's basically one of Sophitia's better range pokes, so I tend to like that move a lot. If you're fighting like around like mid-range, so a little out of close, I like use her 66A, and I showed you this move earlier. 66K, which is I think it's one of her faster, if not her fastest launcher, and it also is safe on block. Whereas moves like your 3B, for instance, is a good launcher, but it's unfortunately is unsafe on block. So you're basically going to use this for whiff punishment, or if you know the opponent's going to like disrespect frames or anything, then you can just launch their ass like that. Alright, once you got the opponents on the defensive in close because they're tired of dealing with like AA or BB nonsense, yada yada yada, what I want you to do now is to start to mix up your opponent more. Like I already showed you that your primary throw will be the forward A plus G throw, your forward A throw, but the move I want you to mix up opponents with is Sophitia's 1K right here. This will be your go-to standing low. It comes out in 20 frames, so it's hard to react to. It is -2 on hit, so you unfortunately can't keep doing that. But and if it's blocked, it's -14, which is a punishable negative. But a nice thing about this low is you do have the ability to charge it by holding down 1K, and you end up getting a knockdown every time it hits, whether a normal hit, counter hit. So it's a good mix-up low. And like if for instance you're at -2 after this, then you could do a you can end up doing a crouching low like a 2A, which is a special low, meaning it can be blocked, stand-in, or crouching, but this is just used as an interrupt to help try and keep the offense in your favor. Or if you want to reload, you got like 2K. So after a 1K, you think they're going to try and AA back because they're thinking that, oh, you're at -2, you're at disadvantage. Smack them in the shins, good old 2A or 2K. Continuing on with 1K, one thing I find that's nice about 1K is like after you say you get a knockdown, I find it that you're usually at a good amount of advantage to enforce the mix-up with poking away with 1K or 2K or whatever, is because after like a knockdown or something, the alternative which the opponent will not want is getting launched like a 3B or just dealing with more like BB nonsense, which will do more damage in like a 1K. So you see right here, it just does 20 damage, where a 3B can end up sending up like a lot more damage. Like right there was just a simple combo, but I'll show you like right now like how much damage you can end up getting off of like a 3B. Yeah, 3B is a pretty good move. Every time I throw the move out, I just throw a little hashtag on there and just go, hashtag 3B. But if the opponent happens to block it like what they should be doing, then you will get punished and smacked in the face for it. So, yep, use 3B at your own discretion. What I like is that if the opponent likes to throw out a lot of like linear vertical attacks, and I like to sidestep to do 3B, that's a good time to use it and get your free launch. If the opponent likes to land on the ground, and I also like to wake their asses up with 3B. Be careful that in SoulCalibur you can block from the ground, so if the opponent does block it, yeah, you'll get smacked and punished. So your mix-up, like I showed before, is 1K. Alright, before I go on, and I just want to give you a little reminder, heads up, whatever the hell you want to call it, and that her A string, so AAA, which I like showed earlier, it has the ability to go into Angel Stance, or Angel Step, whatever it's called, Twin Angel Step Stance, whatever. And her B strings, as you can see, they both have 3 hits. Now I'll just show you the BBB string. See right there, as you see, the 3rd hit is like Sophitia's 4A plus B, or 7A plus B, or 1A plus B. Either of those options gives you what is a really nice jump-like move, which is safe on block and has high crush capability, so that is nice. The 3rd hit of BBB is essentially the same move. If I'm not mistaken, this move should be able to ring out. Let me see. Alright, so if you're right at the corner, you can ring out over a low wall, but I find that sometimes it can be a little tricky. But yeah, that is a safe on block ring out option. I mean, it's a pretty good move for something that's safe. So yeah, that move can be like pretty abusable too if you have like the opponent cornered. But just going on, there's another move that's also good for ringing out, and is, in my opinion, it's pretty disgustingly safe on block. It's this move right here, 6-6B. I mean, like, this move right here is just great for guard gauge harassment, or to try and force a guard burst where your opponent guard gets broken if they block too many attacks. So this move right here, this bad boy here is only -2 on block, and it's like, I think it might be possibly Sophitia's highest launcher, and the only way to avoid like not blocking it, because at -2 is like almost means nothing for Sophitia, because there's still an AA or like a parry with AA, or like 2A after, or you could sidestep. I mean, anything like that you can do. So in order for the opponent to avoid it, they need to sidestep to Sophitia's right side. So for Nightmare, he'd have to sidestep to the right, or if you're grounded, to avoid a 6-6B fall up if you're on the ground, you would have to Ukemi or tech roll to Sophitia's right side. if you end up going straight at it or go to the left, you will get smacked. So I mean, the opponent has to keep that in mind. If the opponent doesn't know that, then feel free to abuse the ever-loving shit out of this move. Yeah, but this move is really nice. I'll show you some combos with it at the end. When fighting at mid-range or further out with Sophitia, I will let you know that your combat options will seem a bit limited compared to the longer range characters like Nightmare, Siegfried, Ivy, Sungmina, like any of those type of characters that can reach really far. Because with Sophitia, like I said at the beginning, the aim is to try and get in on your opponent. But if you're fighting around mid-range, what I'd like you to do is poke with 6B plus K or 3A. If you're looking to get in, you can, if you have an opening, you can use 6A. Like I ended up pointing out those moves earlier, but in general, from mid-range, you're not really gonna have that much really to poke with. All right, now I'm just gonna let's show you the options from different stances. Well, mainly Angel Step, Twin Angel Step, and Angel Sidestep. Alright, the most from Angel Step, your safe option is the K. Right there, where both Angel Step AA and Angel Step B are both unsafe. An actual recommended get-in move I do recommend from Twin Angel Step is either Twin Angel Step AB, which gives you I think a +4 guard break, which is actually really well. It's nice advantage on block and also does good guard gauge damage on block. It has a mix up with Twin Angel Step AA, which has a low, so your mix up is A or B. A little heads up that you can interrupt the second hit if the first hit gets blocked of Twin Angel Step AB with like a A or something, if the opponent's really paying attention or they anticipated it, that they can interrupt it. So if you think they're going to interrupt with an AA, then you can use a Twin Angel Step AA, the low, in order to go under potential AA interrupt attempts. So other than like that move, out of Angel Step, that is the recommended move to go in. I think I might have showed you earlier that with the Angel Sidestep, you get this. That you only get like a few options, such as the A, the B, the stab, and the K option, which is a high, gives you a knockdown. So, but yeah, out of Angel Sidestep, most of the options are unsafe, so you do have to be like a little careful with that. Now we're gonna take a look at Sophitia's main Punisher apart from simple AABB. It's the Angel Stab. Alright, this move comes out in 14 frames and is -20 on block. So if the opponent does end up blocking it, you can get punished pretty hard for it. But it's because the move primary intention is to be a Punisher, so it should be used for like block punishment or anything like that. It does just like most moves from MR, the majority of the moves from Angel Step. It does instantly high crush, so it does go under highs, and at 14 frames it's faster than most mids, and also at 14 frames you can punish a lot of stuff with that. The main thing which you want to do with it is to try and get the just frame like right there. So there's two kinds of it right there. That was the just frame, but if you don't quite get the just frame, then you still get decent damage by doing the input is 236B4. So that's the standard stab follow-up that Sophitia or Pyrrha has had in previous SoulCaliburs. But Sophitia did get a new move right here. Like I'll show you it right now. As you saw right there, that was the Angel Step BB. So that's her new string. If I'm not mistaken, the major difference this one compared to this one is that this one can ring out. See? Like that.
Overdo it a little?
Alright, with reference to the timings for 236B B4 or 236 BB. Generally, what you want to do is hit, like right there, you hit the 4 right before the stab connects, so like right at the tip. Or same with 236 BB, you want to hit it right as it hits. I will say straight up that hitting the just frame is very difficult, so simply getting the normal version is okay too. Because you basically get the same effect, it just does slightly less damage. Alright, that's enough about Angel Step B for now. Now we're going to be going on to Twin Angel Step B, or TASB. Alright, this move here goes further than a standard quarter circle B. So this is quarter circle forward, forward B. Or this move, it reaches further, but it comes out slower at 16 frames, and also because you have to go into the double stance, that will slow down the input also a bit. Whereas where a normal Angel Step B or quarter circle B comes out in 14 frames, and it also, this move is also like incredibly unsafe at block at about -20. If you can get tip range, it'll be -16, which is still pretty punishable. And this move doesn't have the massive pushback that like Pyrrha Omega ended up having back in SoulCalibur 5. So yeah, so this move is a pretty unsafe punisher. So it should be only used as like a super tech crouch, super tech crouch move, meaning that yeah, because it goes out of the Twin Angel Step stance, you can go under horizontal like mids, as I pointed out earlier. And this move, just like the Angel Step B, does have the two follow-ups, the Twin Angel Step B4 and Twin Angel Step BB. Due to the nature of the motion, I do find these ones actually pretty difficult to end up getting the timing down. Alright, right there was the Angel Step BB, but at the Twin Angel Step B4, I just find it kind of tricky to try and get the timing down. Ah, there we go. So that's Twin Angel Step B4 just frame, which is I don't know. I just find it'll be like a bit of a pain in the ass for you. It almost feels like you get to get kind of a bit of a rhythm with it. Anyways, just with regards to the Twin Angel Step with the stabby moves, 236 or Twin Angel Step B4 is used to get a little extra damage, and 236B or Twin Angel Step BB is used if you want to try and either ring out or wall splat. Alright, we're going to be taking a look at Sophitia's guard gauge harassment or guard burst game. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is just showing you some moves to do with Sophitia that are good for racking up the guard gauge damage against your opponent. Alright, some good moves can include like 666B, 4B, and guard break moves like A+B or as you saw right there, Twin Angel Step BB. Although 4B is a nice one. Here, all the ones I'm showing you are all safe. Also, I already showed you that one, but this right here, like 441177 A+B. That one, like these are all these moves I showed you are all safe and all good for breaking. As you can see right now, with the numbers are to the around the middle top left, you see damage. Well, that's just the damage in the last move, but the bottom one there says guard push. Right now I got the guard gauge up to 97%, and you see Nightmare's gauge is flashing blinking red. So that means that almost the next move I'm going to do is almost going to be guaranteed to break it.
Why do you resist?
If you remember that this move, as I said, is only -2 on block, and right now it does 15% guard crush. So that's a good that's a good amount of guard gauge damage with comparison to how negative the move on block. And this move right here is a positive guard break. So if you have any advantage whatsoever, this move is a really nice move to do. Back in on SoulCalibur 5, this move was for Pyrrha was a high, but with Sophitia it's a mid guard break. So you see right here, this move is great it's a great move to throw it as like a meaty on an opponent on wake up, or anytime when they're being defensive, you just throw this out. Because generally what you want the opponent to do is to respect that move too, because of course you don't want to get launched with it, or you're going to be going for a ride. Alright, when you see that the opponent's guard gauge is flashing full red, that means that they're going to be guard broken very soon. If you're in close range with Sophitia, guard burst move that I recommend is her 4B. This move is fully safe on block and is quick, runs up the gauge pretty well, is quick and is safe, and is just an all-around good move to toss out. A similar move to toss out is 4AB, but the second hit is -16 on block, so even though it looks similar to 4B, 4B is safe, whereas 4AB is unfortunately is unsafe. Alright, but I'll show you a guard burst combo right now. Alright, we're going to be taking a look at Sophitia's throw game right now. I will just give you the immediate heads up that her throw range is kind of pathetic. Look at that, she's like 2 feet away and she still can't reach Nightmare. Whereas if Nightmare was trying to throw you, look at his big ass arm, cancerous arm right there, it looks like he can probably just grab you across the room. So. But with Sophitia, you should be trying to spend most of your time on your opponent's face anyway, so hopefully throw range shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Alright, I said earlier that your recommended throw with her is her 6-6 A plus G throw, where she just rides the opponent for a smooth 55 damage. If you just do a normal A plus G throw, you get the, I think it's got to be a signature with Sophitia to knee the opponent in the ball. So you do it, you get 40 damage plus +6, and her forward K also kicks the opponent in the ball. So I don't know, woman's got to protect herself. And if you do her back A plus G throw, you get a 2-part throw where if you press A again, you'll get a 65 damage. I'm pretty sure it's gotta be breakable, because if it's not, that's really generous 65 damage. And I'll just take a look at her side throws. If you end up throwing the opponent from the right side, you get a really shitty throw which only does 40 damage. But if you do it from the left side, you get this brutal stat to the next throw that does an extra 30 damage for a 70 damage throw, which is her most brutal throw and the one that you're trying to hit. And if you can hit the opponent from behind, you get Sophitia's big booty on the opponent. As for that booty, if you want to try and like set up that move, use her 2-2 or 8-8 A plus B, and you can whack them with the butt. So that's right there is really nice for a reverse ring out. What I'm doing there is just her back turn B plus K butt move. So yeah, booty with Sophitia. Along with the universal GI that every character has, that GI is all highs, mids, and lows, and as you can see right there, also lowers your guard gauge. Sophitia also has a few other parry techniques with her shield. Her most common one is her 6 A plus B or 4 A plus B, which I think can parry various highs or mids. I'm not sure exactly which ones it can, and I'm not sure if it can parry like thrust-like attacks, but it, depending on what move you parry with it, it will give you a different follow-up, so you have to look into that a bit. But the parry moves I like with Sophitia is her forward BB, which is a 30 damage natural combo as you see there, and can parry, I think, horizontal mids or just different mid attacks in general. I'm not completely certain, but it does seem to work well against mids. And her forward AA, which is not a natural combo but can transition into her angel step or angel twin angel side step or twin angel step right there. So this one I think is for parrying high attacks, but all I know is that it's highly recommended to try and work these into your game plan. I personally get a lot of mileage out of 6BB with Sophitia. Alright, now we're going to look at that new mechanic in SoulCalibur 6, Reversal Edge. Here, right now I'll just show you the different Sophitia moves. Here's Reversal Edge A, which is fully safe on block and has the ability to also transition into her angel step, like right there. With Reversal Edge B, if I'm not mistaken, it always sets up a second round, and if you do it a second time, You can get a free like guard burst on your opponent, which is actually kind of neat. And with the reversal edge K, then you just get a safe mid kick on block. But if you actually do hit the opponent on the if you do manage to hit the opponent on the second round after you do let's say you do reversal B first round and you do reversal K second round and win, then you will get a lethal hit. Same with reversal edge A. If you hit it on the opponent during the second round of reversal edge, you will get a lethal hit, which is actually kind of cool. Even though I admit I'm personally not a huge fan of reversal edge, but it is nice to know like the different effects of the 3 attacks that you have. Alright, when you got the opponent backed into a corner and you have the very fearsome Sophitia staring you down, what do I want you to do? I want you to wall splat them. What do I want you to wall splat them with? 6-6B. You can also use 6-6K also or 3B, even though unlike 6-6B, 3B is unsafe and 6-6K doesn't wall splat as high, although it does. I think it comes out a bit faster, but yeah, I generally just want you to use 6-6B. Here, I'll show you a sample combo right now. Here, right there, you just get over 100 damage for wall splatting someone with a 6-6B, no meter or anything like that required. It's time to go Super Saiyan Sophitia time. Alright, here, I'll just show you some of Sophitia's soul charge moves. Here, that's 4-4 A plus B, B. That's going to be a pretty common one to use, along with B, 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 B. Let me just charge up again just to make sure. It runs out pretty quickly, so you have this one here. And that extra hit there gives you some nice damage, plus gives you a nice little hard knockdown on the opponent. Here you gain an extra move on. Right there, that's similar to Pyrrha's old 236, I think it was 236 AA Brave Edge. And you also have, oh, this is, I think, is Sophitia's highest launch. Yeah, right there. Oh, wow, look at that spin. This is 4-4 AD. And if I'm also not mistaken, Sophitia's stabs, I think, also get level. Yeah, you automatically get what will be equivalent of the Twin Angel Step stab when you do this, though. So that's pretty neat, and I think you can do the. I think you can get the just frame too. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, see, you can get the just frame too. So her soul charge is pretty good. But although with me, I'll just say like straight up with Sophitia, I only use the soul charge sometimes if I want to try and put some more pressure on the opponent. But with Sophitia, most of the time I just save up meter and just do simple 3B then critical edge, which always, I mean, this gives you a nice reliable 75 damage for every 3B you do. And if you have 2 at the end of the round, then you can just do it twice and then you just decimate the opponent's health bar like that. And it looks pretty badass also. So if you prefer soul charge, or if you prefer just doing launcher, or if you just prefer doing launcher CE, just let me know which one you end up preferring. That's a sexy CD. Alright, before I finish up, I just want to go over a few things. First, I want to show you Sophitia's 3 unblockables. The first ones are generic. 4 B plus K gives you 50 damage, is very linear and doesn't hit grounded. So basically, the way how you hit the opponent with this is that if there's someone that likes to lie on the ground and hold block to block right away, you can occasionally catch them if they're unable to sidestep in time. But I will admit the move is gimmicky and it's pretty bad if the opponent doesn't get hit by that move unless there's like a lot of lag or something. Another one which is slightly more likely to try and get snuck in but is still can be beaten out easily is her 1-1 AA unblockable, which is inputted by 1-1 A, then you hold the second A. The only reason why you can kind of get some work is if you can condition the opponent to block 1-1 AA, which is actually unsafe on block, so they should be punishing if you can block it. You can occasionally sneak in a second hit, but yeah, it's pretty reactable and you can get smacked out of the air pretty easily, but it is what it is. And her third unblockable is off of her 8 A plus B. The one I like about this one is that I like it to try and force the reaction from the opponent. Because what I actually do is try and whip it both of them to get a shockwave. Because if you hit them, you get 60 damage. but if you do it in front of them, you can get a shot. The opponent can avoid it by either jumping or like low blocking, but yeah, I will admit, 3 unblockables are pretty gimmicky. But this one can cause some people to occasionally like panic or make a mistake or anything like that. Another thing also I want to just point out are some moves like for 4-4-A. Like I already said, that this move, if you actually do hit the opponent with it, then such as if they're trying to step, then you can hit them with full A plus B and you get a full 3D. I did say earlier that the second hit is -16 on block, which is a bit unsafe, so you can mix it with 4AA, which is also another unsafe thing. You can end it on just a single A if you want to get the knockdown, but you have to be careful with that. You can throw off the opponent occasionally, like if they're trying to like GI 4As, but if you hold it down, you can get a free. I mean, you cause a stun that can give you. It can give you like a guaranteed launcher like that, or you can even get a guaranteed critical edge if you hit them. But I will say that hitting this move on an opponent is generally challenging because it's a kind of an obvious tie, but it is what it is, and you still can do your general follow-ups. Alright, let me see, if I'm not mistaken off this move, yeah, you can also get a free 6k for a follow-up combo or something like that. Right there, 71 damage. Anyways, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me on this Sophitia journey. In the comments below, just let me know what you think and how's your own like Sophitia journey going. And if you have any more like questions about anything, yeah, you feel free to ask me in the comments. Or you can end up asking. So you can end up asking me on my, asking me on my YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch also. Alright, so and also let me know about any like potential future guides you'd like me to look into. I will let you know the game is still pretty new and I am still in the process of learning it, but I personally find it to be an absolute blast, and Sophitia is a lot of fun. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Top Tier Tips.